Excuse me. Hey guys, welcome in. Hi Crystal, how are you? Hey Nicole. Good evening, Tina. Hi Gina. Hi Hennessy. Hey Midnight. Crystal, me too. Me too. I've been so sick. Hi Best Lady. I hope that you get to feeling better. I'm okay. The sickness is real. And then now it's like stomach stuff going on too, instead of just the cough and the sore throat. I'm over it. You too, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you. I'm just going to give it a minute and let some folks come in. I was just in Swiss Rolls Alive, and y'all, I needed somebody to talk to about what was going on, and nobody in my house would have any idea what I was talking about. So I had to come hop on with my peeps. Hey, Boston Beat. Look, thank you. So, a lot of people are not fans of rose scent. I'm not either. But that rose water and lemon zest combo is amazing. Have you tried it? Because it leaves your skin so silky soft, y'all. I am so proud of myself with the skincare because I have been getting so many amazing reviews. I have another person who got their package yesterday. They ordered like 5 things. They ordered 3 coffee scrubs, a Christmas coffee body butter, and a baby powder body butter. And she has really, really bad rosacea. And she used the body butter on her face, just a light coating one time. And she's had a lot of itchy skin from surgery. She had instant relief and still is having relief. Like I'm so excited that everybody is enjoying it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it turned out. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. All of my 8-ounce jars of sugar scrubs, body butters, and whip soaps are $15 plus shipping. And I pack them. I pack them. Anyone who's ever bought from me can vouch. I pack them full. There's no way they could get any fuller than what they are. Yes, homegirl. Can somebody please shut her up? I'm sorry, Scarlett. I hope that the storms pass really quick and you guys get some electricity back soon. I don't have a website yet, Sin. So basically what you can do for now is you can shoot me a message. We can figure out what it is that you want. I can share with you what I have on hand. And then whatever you want, we can talk about where you can send the payment. Thank you, Scarlett, for the meerkat. That is so cute. And once I ship out your order, I do send you a tracking number. So, you're able to follow it and keep up with it, etc. But everything is all natural, all organic. It's good for your skin. There are no chemicals. Even the fragrances are by skin-friendly essential oils. So there's nothing that could be harmful to anyone. Thank you for the ice cream cone, Andy. Thank you for the heart puff. So yeah, no, Crystal, no. So a lot of the people that buy from me have super sensitive skin, and it's actually done more good for them. I also have really sensitive skin. Things tend to either break me out, give me a rash, like hives, or some stuff will make my skin feel really rough and like itchy. But that's why I started making my own products, and I haven't had any issues. My daughter doesn't have any issues. I've never had anyone have any issues. Yeah, you can just send me a message on here. Oh, bless it, bless it. Well, there's not even any water in these products, actually. But that's crazy. I actually do. I'm nobody important. I have a whipped soap scented like sugar cookie. It's actually warm sugar cookie scented. And then the Christmas coffee body butter that I made also has somewhat of a sugar cookie scent. It has chocolate scented, coffee scented, and a dash of peppermint and gingerbread. But it smells like a cookie too. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. The only thing that I have lavender right now is I have a bar soap. And this bar soap is an oatmeal soap base. And it is lavender, peppermint, and eucalyptus. And actually it's lavender, eucalyptus, and pink grapefruit. Sorry. It's hard to remember everything. Anything you guys are interested in, just shoot me a message. Yeah, that rosewater lemon sugar scrub, I'm telling you guys, don't let the word rose throw you off. Because if you don't try it, you're going to regret it. It's amazing. It does smell good. And the warm sugar cookie, it's a really pretty light purple color, and it's got glitter in it. So it's got glitter at the bottom, glitter in the center, and glitter on top. It's super pretty, and it smells good. I do have PayPal, but I will say I only allow payments through PayPal friends and family, and here's why. Because if you send it goods and service, it takes a fee, and I'm already only doing like super, super low prices. I'm probably cutting myself short. But also, it will hold the payment where I don't have access to the funds until I attach a tracking number to it and the tracking number shows delivered. And part of that payment is your shipping cost. But I do Cash App and PayPal. Right now, the only one that is specifically sugar cookie is whipped soap. And whipped soap is, some people call it soap frosting, but it looks like a body butter. But it's not. It's a soap, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. Okay, so the lavender is a bar soap. It's an oatmeal-based bar soap, and it's lavender, eucalyptus, and pink grapefruit. Payments can be done by PayPal and Cash App. I'm nobody important. I think I know who this is. I think we've texted on the back end, but I don't know for sure. And in the sugar cookie scent, maybe. I would have to get some more sugar cookie fragrance. Sin, I actually do. So I have one body butter that is called Toes in the Sand, and it has vanilla, it has cool musk, ocean breeze, and night air, and then just a dash of pina colada, and it smells so good. Okay, nobody important. If you guys would just shoot me a message and remind me, I will send you a list of everything I had. Listen, homegirl, if she has dry skin and eczema, I strongly recommend my body butters. I do. Well, any of my products, really. The soaps help with eczema. The body butters, the bar soaps even. All of my products are made with things like organic, raw shea butter, raw coconut oil, things like sweet almond oil, hemp oil, jojoba oil. Just everything is completely natural, completely raw, completely organic. I don't use any chemicals in my products. Yeah, I like cherry almond too, Gina. I actually made it's kind of cherry almond scented, but I call it Dr. Pepper Float, and it's in a whipped soap. That is so crazy, Crystal. I've never heard of that. If you will message me, homegirl, I am happy to. That's okay, Boston B. Anybody that has questions about my products, anybody that would like a list, I will forget. So if you will send me a DM on here, I am happy to share that with you. I need to move some inventory out anyway so I could do some more stuff. All right, so I don't know if you guys have been watching Kim Peters live, but I don't know who these. She's had these girls in the box with her, and I guess it's girls that have been supporters of hers, and they've been sending her money. They have been there for her. It's insane, and Kim is literally treating them like trash right now, like trash. And I wanted so bad to go up there and just yell at her, but she wouldn't let me in the box. She is. She is so rude. And here's my thing. People sent her a lot. Just message me, Kale, please. People sent her a lot of stuff. They sent her an air fryer. They have sent her so many things as far as Christmas gifts, money, etc. Where are all of these things? I'm not understanding. Where is everything? And I'm really getting tired of her claiming she's going to get evicted and doing a pity party and asking people for money for her rent. Your rent is the same price every single month. The same price every single month. How do you need help with your rent every month when you know what your rent is going to be on the first? So why aren't you budgeting and prioritizing your rent? She's going and doing things like going to the movies, going to concerts, going to fairs, going to restaurants, getting fast food, getting a bunch of junk food, but she's not prioritizing the necessities like a roof over her head. She is, Crystal. Yeah, she was begging for money for rent, yet she was scratching on lottery tickets. The girl acts like a child. I'm going to be honest. I think Kim Peters needs to be in assisted living. She can't take care of herself. I don't even know if she bathes. Her house is disgusting. If you have ever seen pictures of the inside of her apartment, it is disgusting. She cannot take care of herself. Her brother needs to have her admitted into assisted living. She needs to be in a nursing home. That's where she needs to be. And I know it's awful to say that because she is young, but she is not capable of taking care of herself. Right, Catherine. Right. Now she's going to Vegas, but you can't even pay your rent. Excuse me? Excuse me right now. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys, I have had about all I can take of Kim Peters and her BS. Right, Sandy. It's called priorities. It's called you're supposed to be an adult. I saw that. I saw that. Those people had been sending her money. That one girl she dropped had just sent her $15. So there were multiple people in that live saying that they would send her money to Cash App. It would show it went through. It would come out of their balance. And Kim would still swear she didn't receive it. Hey, Lois. I hope you're doing well. It's gross. Yeah, I know. She swears she didn't get it. It makes me wonder how much money she has truly gotten from people on the back end, but claimed she didn't receive it. I just don't understand. So she's one person that I want to talk about tonight. But speaking of Lisa, I don't want to necessarily speak about Lisa, but I do want to speak about what's been going on with Kim Raya. I saw a clip of her live where she allegedly fell asleep. But let me ask you guys something that saw that. If she truly fell asleep, please tell me how the phone magically went from only showing her head to all of a sudden you can hear the phone scoot and then you can see her face clear as day. That was fake. In my opinion, that was fake. You went from you were nodded out and you could see only your head to the phone magically scoots and now we can see your face to show that you're asleep. Right, chasing crime, right. And she did not get nannered. It was fake. Yeah, she was under the influence, to put it nicely. I think that, I don't know. I don't know. Not diabetic, it's something else. Right. It was like she never opened her eyes, but she moved the phone down. But if her boyfriend came in, why would he scoot the phone down right on her face to show she was asleep? That is weird. It definitely is, you know. Nothing from that whole situation makes sense. Yeah, Tina, I know, I've never actually done that, but that was my dad's DLC, so I know a little bit about how it can make you look, but my whole suspicion with it was you could hear her snoring, right? And you could only see the top of her head. You could hear her snoring, but only see the top of her head. And then you literally hear the phone scoot across the table. And then all of a sudden you can see her face and everything perfectly. Still allegedly asleep, snoring, but you could see her face and everything perfectly. I didn't. I mean, I don't guess I did. I don't watch her live, but I do see clips. I thought that was I felt like it was sketch. I'm not even going to lie. I felt like it was sketch. And it's not the first time something like that has happened. If you guys remember that night on Discord, she was on there with LR. And all of a sudden, Kim went silent, and all you could hear was what sounded like she was asleep. Then she became unresponsive, and LR started panicking. People said they were calling 911. I mean, I do. I have a budgie, and then I just got a cockatiel last weekend for Christmas. Right. It's the exact same thing, except this time she was on TikTok. I told you, and you can hear it scoot. Like, it's not even like her, it's, if I hadn't heard it scoot, it could have been possible that her body was positioned, like maybe her body moved. No, she scooted that phone. Yeah, if you guys did not hear it or did not see it, I strongly encourage you to go back and watch it. That phone was moved by someone, and it was moved to the perfect position to see her asleep. Things like this are typical for people like Kim Raya. Exactly. That's funny. My dog is going nuts too. I gotta holler at him to get in here. Come on, Ringo. Get in here. Good boy. We're talking about the whole ordeal with Kim Raya. I don't believe that she truly fell asleep or nodded out. I watched a clip of the live, and in the clip, you can hear her snoring, but all you can see is the top of her head. And then all of a sudden, the phone, you can hear it scoot across the table, and then it's perfectly positioned on her face to where you can see her allegedly asleep. I do not believe that she nodded out. I think it was staged to, one, like you said, try to maybe divert away from what Ronnie had to say, but also to draw attention to herself, because she knows from the last time that this happened on Discord, she knows that people are going to start putting a lot of attention on it. She knows people are going to talk, people are going to throw attention on it. Oh, Yvonne, if you don't know who Kim Raya is, then trust me, it's not a rabbit hole you want to go down. It would be beneficial because it brings her more attention. It brings her more views. It also sends more views towards LR, because people are going to start running to LR saying, did you see Kim on live nodded out? Did you see Kim asleep? Listen, they are both master manipulators and pathological liars. Wouldn't matter, though, if it's a follow cam or not. The phone legitimately slid. You hear it slide. Like, you hear it. Like, if you take your phone right now and set it on your table and scoot it, you hear it scooting across the table. Mm-hmm. Is it magical that Lisa was all about? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Lisa. I don't know. But the whole Kim Raya thing, it's not a parakeet. It's actually a cockatiel. But yeah, he's in there being loud. He just got moved to his big cage. So what he's been in is my budgie has like a big long cage. And there's a divider that can go in the center. No, he's not ready for bed. There's a divider that goes in the center. And it turns into two smaller cages. So I've had the budgie on one side, the cockatiel on the other side. Do you guys hear him going? Hang on. He does that little flirty whistle. And now, because of that, I named him Romeo. But anyway, he was in the little like cage where it was separated. His flight cage finally came in today from TikTok Shop, and we got it put together. And he doesn't know what to think, having a cage so big. But that was always my intention. Oh, he talks constantly. So male cockatiels are very chatty, very noisy. Female cockatiels, not quite as much. It's normal. He'll do that all day long. Not yet. I just got him like a week ago. So I've still got a lot of training with him to do. But he will definitely eventually be singing all the songs. Who's embarrassed? Kim Raya. I mean, she can pretend that she's embarrassed. She is eating up the attention that gave her. Hi, 10. It's gross, y'all. Yeah. She's eating it up. That's cool, Nancy. I did notice, though, that LR hadn't been live today. I don't watch her lives, but I do get to see the clips. And I did notice she hasn't been on live, but I'm sure it's not for a positive reason. See you later. I do, Shuni. I really do. I don't think that she legitimately was out of it like that. I mean, if she was, again, who moved her phone? Who scooted her phone? Like, it wasn't that the phone just moved itself. It legitimately was scooted across the table and to the perfect angle. I don't believe it was real. Yeah, I think so, too. Same, Michelle. Yeah, of course, Mimi. I do, Yvonne. I do watch her, the Inmate Hopper. She is a whole crap show. A whole crap show. Here, let me let you up, Mimi.
Hold on a second.
Hi.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I don't allow him on the TikTok without a filter. Sorry, right?
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
There you go. Say hi, gingerbread man.
Hi, you're a gingerbread man too.
That's Raggedy.
You are. Look, how cool.
Okay, it's time for bed. Say good night. I love you.
Good night.
Good night, sweet boy. You have a good sleep, okay?
Okay.
Say I love you.
I love you.
I love you. You sleep good.
I think you have been adopted by everybody on the TikTok, baby boy.
Thanks, Raggedy.
Thanks,
Of course.
Raggedy.
You guys have a good night.
You already gave the nice to Papa, bud.
Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate that. That's just one trick that I've learned with having my own anxiety attacks. You really have to divert their attention away from the panic attack. You know what I mean? I do too, sweet home. I do too. It's so funny somebody mentioned Astrovino. If you know who Astrovino is, will you drop me a smiley face emoji in the chat? If you know who Astrovino is, drop me a smiley face emoji in the chat. Y'all, there's all kinds of tea on the TikTok streets right now. I'm just saying. Between everything with Kim Peters this last couple of weeks, everything with Kim Rhea, the Astrovino stuff, the Island Boy stuff. I love that. He's such a sweetheart. I appreciate that, Brooke. Oh, my kids, just don't listen. Hang tight. Get in here, Ringo. Yeah, I mean, as long as it diverts away. It has been. It's been intense. It's been intense. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, out on the date with the kid, 19-year-old. But Santos is using the heck out of her, y'all. Like, it wasn't even a date. He turned it into a whole meet and greet at his uncle's restaurant to promote the family business. Oh yeah, that too. Where she got all of those Christmas gifts in for her kids and she opened them, sold some of them on Marketplace, and then kept them for herself, which she didn't sell. Is that not disgusting? Hi, Snoopy's girl. Yeah, guys. So Lori Jones got a bunch of gifts for her kids sent to her, given to her for her girls. And she unwrapped them all. Apparently sold some on Marketplace and then kept some for herself.
Do you want that desk? Michaela,
I told you no.
says she give it to you.
I don't have nowhere to put it. I don't have no use for it.
Alright.
It won't hold my monitors.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But isn't Ronnie going live on Nicole's page? Absolutely, Army girl. Anytime, anytime. I love your face. I love you and Mimi. You guys are great. I actually have Nicole blocked. I don't care for Nicole. Just being transparent, I have Nicole blocked. At 7, it's 8:34, and they're an hour ahead of me. So it's 9:34 where they are. It's way past 7. Oh, 10. Oh. I mean, I might can pull it up on a backup account on my iPad. No, I can't. Not if Ronnie's in her box. But I have a backup account. I can pull it up on my iPad. That's not a problem. I may try to stay live and watch it. I don't know. Yeah, Australia's time difference is so different. I trained a class and they were all in Australia, and that was a big time difference. It's Sunday where you guys are. It's Saturday here. I couldn't imagine that shift. I didn't. But that doesn't surprise me. She doesn't take care of her other dog either. I'll have to take a look. Facts, Mimi. Oh, man. What's everybody doing this weekend? Gross. I don't even want to think about bed bugs. Everyone says that was a bed bug crawling on Lori's robe, but I beg to differ. I think that was a cockroach. Baking and shopping. Oh, Ivy girl. I'm going to be making some desserts too. So I'm going to make my kids some hot chocolate with some peppermint chocolate in it. And then I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. But then I'm also going to make something called hot cocoa pie. It is, you can do either cream cheese or cheesecake mix, like filling, and then hot cocoa powder and whipped cream. And then you put it in a graham cracker crust. Or I'm going to make something called chocolate whippets. I saw you take chocolate cake mix and whipped cream, Cool Whip, not canned cream, and you mix it all together and you put it all in powdered sugar and then you bake it. So I'm so excited. The Hexbrook. I gotta go to the bathroom. Who is anyone in here that? Oh, I don't even know who all's in here. I know my typical person is not in here because she's in the hospital. Guys, if you could say a prayer for Green Eyed Girl, I would really appreciate it. She just got released from the hospital and now she's right back. And it's possible that her sepsis did not go away like they thought. Just someone to sit in the box while I go use the restroom. Oh, absolutely, Sherry. Mimi, you're amazing. Oh. Kat, did you mean to request a box too? I see you in the box request.
Hi, guys.
Hi. I'm trying to see if Kat also meant to request a box. Because I can sure. I mean, if you want to come up, I could bring you up. I'll bring you up. Hi, guys.
Hi, gang. Sorry, I'm eating dinner.
Cat.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna walk in there and then I'm gonna mute my phone and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Go for it. Be safe. Don't fall in.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat.
I cannot.
And to think she trusted us to.
I know, right? Whatever works.
All right, BRB.
BRB. Away from keyboard. Isn't that what they used to say? I said that to my grandson the other day when he was on his VR, and he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, we used to say AFK.
AFK.
Away from keyboard.
Ah.
But I used to also, I'm going to age myself. I used to play Pogo, and I was in a backgammon league. And so
Ma'am.
we'd host backgammon parties, tournaments.
Yeah. I know backgammon. I'm 53.
I'm still older than you. I'm older than most people over here. I'm like, geez.
Yep. Definitely prayers for Green Eyes.
I texted her, but I didn't expect a response. I just wanted to know I was thinking of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she texted me. Oh, that was loud. She actually texted me. I think it's been about an hour ago. I texted her and just checked in. She had just got to the ER, and I told her to keep me updated if she could and if she felt like it.
Right.
So I'm sure once she is able, she will reach out. But I'm still gonna be like texting her off and on just to say praying, love you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
what I
of you.
figured.
Eventually, she will reply. when she
Yeah.
can. I don't want her to rush.
My biggest fear with my son is sepsis.
Yeah.
It's you just never know what, a little tiny anything can turn into. And with him
Exactly.
not being able to feel anything below his chest, we're always very aware of what's going on below that level.
Right.
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
her being on immune suppressants,
Right.
she's on low dose chemo, but I'm on immune suppressants too. All of our MS lupus drugs are basically a form of chemo, low chemo. And I can have a sore throat today or tonight and have strep throat tomorrow.
Oh my
I can
goodness.
have a cough today and be walking pneumonia by morning. We get so sick so quickly because
Yeah,
of
she
our
said
immune.
earlier when I was talking to her, she said earlier that chemo was kicking her butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been having a really hard time.
Yeah.
There's the cockatiel you guys keep hearing. His name is Romeo because he is constantly going. He constantly does that little flirty whistle. So I named him
Okay.
Romeo.
I don't know if you saw in your live the other day when you got him. My sister has 22 birds.
Wow.
Yeah, girl, I can't even talk to her on the phone. I don't know how you guys do it. They would drive me insane. She's got big birds, little birds, cockatoos. She's got lovebirds,
I love the
green-eyed,
lovebirds.
footed boobies. I don't even know what they are. But she also works at Paratopia, which is a parrot store here in town.
Yeah.
And so she ends up bringing home all the babies that need to be fed. I don't know, whatever they do. They have a little box of babies. They have like no feathers or anything. I don't know how you guys do it. I would lose my ever loving mind.
Well, my parakeet, my budgie, again, he's in a separate cage, and he really doesn't make a whole lot of noise. I have had budgies that were very loud, very noisy,
Right.
but he doesn't really make a whole lot of noise unless he wants something. Male cockatiels, though, that's like one of the common ways that people will gender identify cockatiels is males are very chatty, very loud, very talkative. Females, a lot more quiet, conservative, and to themselves. So he's
Okay.
definitely a male. But
Let me
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Quick story. Um, okay, so my nephew is in active addiction.
Mm-hmm.
He has stole from everybody in his family. Um, it's just insane the level that he's gone to. I mean, like he stole the 65-inch TV out of my sister's front room and expected her not to notice the next morning when she got up. Okay, so he's a wreck. So he gets out of jail when he goes in, and he comes and pounds on her door. Let me in, and I give her a lot of credit. She's walked away. She said, "I'm done. He stole from his father, stole all his father's stuff, and he was in the middle of chemo treatments, type of thing. Okay, so this kid's crazy." And so she has a no trespass on the house, but he comes and bangs on her door, kicks her door, yada, yada, yada. Last time he was there, she calls 911 and she said, he's here again, got to get rid of him. And he's making so much noise. The birds are covered up. It's like 2:00 in the morning. But all the birds start screaming
Oh
and
gosh.
talking. And because they talk, some of them talk,
Right.
screaming and talking and go away and go away, go away. Don't hurt me type of thing. This is what these birds are saying, right? One of them's yelling in Spanish because he was Spanish trained. Anyway, the 911 operator sent them out with sirens on because she thought somebody was getting hurt in her house
Oh my gosh. That is
because the
terrible.
birds were screaming in the background. My sister's like, no, it's my birds.
That's terrible.
I used to have an umbrella cockatoo and a mini macaw. And my neighbors tried to call CPS on me because they thought I had left two toddlers home alone.
I can't.
Because they could hear them talking back and forth,
Right?
and they sounded like children.
Yeah,
Listen.
the 911, the dispatcher swore that somebody was being attacked in her house. And she's like, is he coming? Is he coming? And my sister's like, no, that's my birds. Really. But he had them so frazzled because he was making so much noise outside that they just were all, go away, go away, go away.
Yeah, well, Army Girl was like 9 or 10 at the time. And the neighbor was like, and she knew my husband was a cop. And she was giving me all kinds of side eye and all. And I'm like, what is your problem? And she's like, how dare you leave babies home alone? And I'm like, what are you talking
Oh my
about?
God.
And she's like, your 3 or 4 year old kid. And I'm like, this is my kid. And she wasn't home alone. She just got back from school. And you could hear, we were outside, you could hear my birds talking. And she's like, those aren't babies. And I'm like, no, that's chicken and kilo. These are my birds. So, but yeah, they're a handful when they talk. But I will let you have your box back, Raggedy, now that you're back.
Me too.
I have always wanted a. Are you guys dropping? Sorry, my husband was talking. I've always wanted like an actual parrot, the ones that actually talk.
Yeah.
Like talk, but man, those things are so expensive, and I understand why, but there's just no way I could afford it. Which Romeo, the cockatiel, he was $250, just him, not counting everything I had to buy for him.
Right.
And for me, for a bird, that's a lot.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I would love a parrot one day. Maybe one day when I'm older and I'm retired, my kids are grown, because they are so funny. So funny. But
And
sassy.
they live forever. You have to like put them in a will.
Yeah, absolutely. Cockatiels in captivity, they live longer than they do in the wild. And they can live, some of them have lived 30 years. Typically, it's anywhere from 10 to 20 years.
My sister said when the people come into the shop, a lot of people like to come in and say, I want a talking bird. And she goes, well, good luck with that. Because some birds talk to you if they like you, and some birds don't. They just don't. And she goes, I'm not going to sell you a baby, because if it doesn't talk, what are you going to do with it then? It's one of those things. I want a talking bird. Well, good luck with that. Because first they have to warm up to you before they even start to even chat.
Yeah, and it takes a long time for any bird to warm up to someone. Like, they got to do your research. You can't just walk in somewhere and say, I want a talking bird.
That's what my sister said.
Alone says they know nothing.
Yeah, my sister said the same thing. She said, no, I'm not going to sell you a talking bird, because I can't guarantee it'll talk. It might talk to me, but it's not going to talk to you. It doesn't know you. Yeah. She has birds sleeping in like her shirt, and they give her kiss. I have a bird issue. It's one of those things. I
trained an agent that my last class I had. I trained an agent. And she is terrified of birds, like birds in general. Yeah. She cannot. My blue front was $900 because it had been returned. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. They had a sun conure at the place where I got Romeo, and he was $1,000.
My sister has a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gotten all of hers from either they were fostered and never picked up. She would foster them and they just never picked them back up. Or they left them at the shop because they were boarding them and they just never showed back up. That's how she ended up with so many.
I love them. I love birds. I never thought I would be a bird person, but I do. I really love my birds. I bonded pretty good with my parakeet, Lucky. I mean, he is still not fully tamed, and I will be the first to admit that I don't spend as much time working with him as I should or as I used to. But he'll come up on my finger. I can bring him out, and for as long as I'm in my room when I bring him out, he's okay. But he is very particular about where he wants to be free, and he's also very particular about when he wants you near him. Sometimes you can try to get near him and he'll just start biting the fire out of you. So I don't know.
Oh, no. I was laying on my sister's bed once, and she was a big white one, I don't know what it is, and he jumped on the bed, and she's like, just don't move, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm moving. He's got a big old beak, and he just
stuff on his head. Does it have like the fan looking thing on his head, the white one?
She has one of those, and then she has a big green one that she's not a big parrot person. She's afraid they're going to take off her finger or something, but I think she has a cockatoo, I don't even know. I couldn't even guess. The couple of the names you've said, I know she has, but
Cockatoo probably is the white one. If it's got a fan on it, like I forget what they call it, and that's awful because I have a cockatiel and it's called the same thing. But cockatoo has like like the feathers that stand tall on their heads, and most of
Yep.
the time they're white. Yeah, it sounds like a cockatoo for sure. But they're beautiful birds.
Oh, they're
Beautiful.
beautiful from afar. But let me tell you, when I call her on the phone, I'm like, no, go outside or where do I? Let me just text you because the noise, because she has so many. You know, it's just they just talk to each other and it's crazy.
See, I would be in heaven. I'm the complete opposite. I would be in bird heaven.
Yeah, I like I said, I have a bird issue, but I have a rodent issue too, then my niece who also lives there has a tarantula, and no.
I have a rodent issue. I have a reptile issue in general. No snakes, no lizards. No, I don't want no spiders. I don't want anything like that that could potentially try and eat me.
I was in a live one day, and I don't even remember whose it was, but somebody had caught a spider, and they said, "What kind of spider this is?" And I said, "A dead one." You have a shovel? No. And she's trying to take it outside, and I'm like, I think that's the first time I actually got into a box. No, put
Thank you for the gifts.
my if you I see a rodent, I have a barn. I have horses. Okay, my husband. I'm like, I have a shovel because that thing is. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. It's gonna go see Jesus.
I thank you for the paper crane give a talk. I appreciate you guys. You guys don't have to do that. I grew up with horses, and I would give anything to have a couple of horses again. It'll probably never happen because people don't realize just how expensive
Huh.
the care for horses is. But
I'll tell you,
I have,
I rescued mine.
Yeah. I love them. I used to help when I was a teenager, everybody else was riding around trying to go partying and this and that, and I was hanging out at the barn. I was out in the pasture. I was helping break wild horses, getting them ready for auction.
I was a barn racer.
Yeah, I did too. I did barrel racing.
Gymkhana,
Huh?
Gymkhana, poles, all those events during it. Gymkhana is like it's a show with a bunch of different events, not just barrels. They do poles 1 and 2, a bunch of keyhole, all of them.
So
And
the place we have, I live in a very small town, and we have like a riding arena, and it's very small. It's not anything super big. It's not big enough for like what they do at those big shows. Like I know the shows you're talking about. I've never been, but they do poles, and then they do barrels. They also had cones, like the cones that you would see outside on the roads and things. They had those, and then they would put the bars out there, and they would do like jumping over the bars. I did that a couple of times. I enjoyed that, but that wasn't really my thing. I liked the barrel races. I like to go fast
Yeah,
more
me
so
too.
than I like to go high.
Me too. They had this one event called Hurry Scurry, and you jumped over one jump. I mean, it wasn't a big jump, don't get me wrong. Because you're going balls out, So you jump over one jump, turn around a pole, and jump over 2 more. Or you could jump 2 and then turn the pole and then run whatever way your horse liked to turn. It was one of my favorite events. And then I had my horse, she was a slide stopper. So they had this event called Keyhole, and they'd put a keyhole on the ground in chalk. And you'd have to go in, turn around, and come out without stepping on the chalk. And that was one of our best events because she could slide stop. But I never thought I'd get horses again either, Raggedy. And let me tell you, it's a lot more work when you're 56 as it was when I was 13.
Facts. I could only imagine. I used to enjoy like even going in their stalls and shoveling the manure. I enjoyed that.
Mucking up stalls.
Yeah, I loved it. But I will say I preferred riding the horses bareback more than I did a saddle. It was something. Thank you for subscribing. Give a talk. I appreciate that. It was something about being connected to the horse in that way, riding them bareback. But I mean, a lot of horses don't like bareback.
Right.
You have to really get them used to it, just like you have to get them used to a saddle. But I enjoyed it. I don't know. I miss those days.
They make bareback pads with stirrups now.
I didn't know that.
I was like, what? When we got our horses a year ago. Well, November 1st, it was a year. And we adopted them, and they were supposed to be, bomb proof, yada, yada, yada. One was supposed to be 15. She's 20. The other one was supposed to be 15. She is 15, but they both have EMS, which is our horses are diabetic, so they have to be on a special diet. Oh yeah, I've spent so much money on vet bills that I can't even see straight because of these bomb-proof, no maintenance horses that I got from a rescue, and I'm like, I texted her after I got my horse's name is Tick, and I asked her, I said, how long did it take her to warm up to? And she goes, probably a couple weeks. I think she's been beat. And I said, you could have led with that. I would have approached her completely different than if, I was approaching some bomb-proof horse. It was just a mess. But she's fine now. I mean, she's wonderful. Everybody said you need emotional support, kiss a horse. And that's definitely true.
Give a talk. Kat is in the box. If you can't see her, you might have to scroll out and come back in. But Kat is in the box. She can hear you talking, but she can't see you.
Oh,
TikTok's been glitching so bad. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's I don't know. I would give anything to go back to that time. We used to help this old couple. That's where I did a lot of the breaking the wild horses and then getting them ready for auction. That's where I did that. And they lived right down the road from us. But then on the other end of the road from us is where we had a pasture. And we had a paint there, and he was beautiful. His name was Thunder. And then we had a Tennessee walking horse, Speckle. And we named her Speckle because she was black and had white speckles on her butt. But I used to love going down there to the old people's house. There was one specific horse that I absolutely fell in love with. Well, two. One was Leo, and he was a quarter horse, and he was about, I think he was like 25 hands tall, something like that. He's huge. He was a beast. But that was the horse that I learned how to slope with. I learned how to trot with. I learned how to run with. But I actually learned how to ride a horse just walking on, I forget what she was, but her name was Granny. And she was beautiful and she was old. But she would still get up and go.
there's nothing better than the feeling of being in the middle of a field, putting your reins down and letting your horse just be a horse and run.
Absolutely.
I mean, hold on for dear life. But there's a scene at the end of Flicka that says, you just feel free. And it's just the best. I've got total body goosebumps. It's just, there's nothing better than that feeling. It is, I mean, my grandkids, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when it comes to animals, there's nothing better than being in such a bond with your horse that you can let them trust them enough and they trust you enough to be able just to go, just be a horse.
Yeah.
And when you're done, you just slow down. I mean, they just stop.
Absolutely. I've tried to, my husband's ridden horses before, but not in the way that I have. He used to just ride horses here and there once in a blue moon for this lady that he would help around her farm. But it wasn't like a daily, every day, hours, every day like I was for years. But I try to explain to him, like, the reason I have such this obsession with just the idea of having another horse. Thank you again for the heart me. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. Is because it literally was the most peaceful, most relaxing, most satisfying. It didn't matter what you had going on in your life. You could be at the hardest point in your life and you forget about it all in that moment. And I would give anything to go back to that because anybody that's been following me a while knows I have a lot going on and I have a lot of mental health stuff that I'm working on ever since my dad passed away and just other stuff, personal life. Thank you, Army Girl. And I just feel like if I could have that connection again with another horse, even if it's just one horse, that it would take away everything. And maybe I'm wrong, but it was.
No, let me tell you, I'm my son's caregiver. He got in an accident. Some people have already heard this story, but he got in a car accident 6 years ago, and it made him a quadriplegic. And I'm his caregiver. And I was telling you earlier about his anxiety. He's had a couple caregivers leave him, which happened to be his girlfriend and his best friend. And his anxiety is through the roof when I leave the backyard. When I'm not in earshot for him, he has a panic attack. And since I have had my horse, or horses, I have two. My daughter has one. it's such a stress relief just to go feed them. Just to go feed them and change their blankets or put their fly mask on or put their fly boot, just to be up in the barn, even if it's for 10 minutes, it relieves that stress, that whatever's going on in your life, because you know as well as anybody else, you can't go up to the barn with stress because your horses feel everything you are.
Absolutely.
And so you have to get rid of that before you get to them, or they will feel it and they put them on edge.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful, it really helps. I can't even explain it unless somebody has been around horses or knows. You can't explain that to somebody.
I agree. I always said that horses are like oversized humans that walk on all fours because I mean, I don't know. I just miss it. That's all that I know. It helps, like with a dog, for example. And I know a lot of people can relate to this. Whenever you're feeling upset or you're feeling down and out or you're just really struggling, you're having a rough day, if you have a dog and you're really connected to that dog, you're bonded to that dog.
They won't leave you alone.
Yeah, and just kind of petting it, loving on it. It helps. But imagine that times 100 when it comes to a horse.
Very much. Me and my daughter went up to the barn, and my daughter's 30. And we were arguing on the way to the barn and continued the argument in the barn. And we both stopped in our tracks because you could tell the difference. She had her horse, I had mine. We were both in their stalls and they were just on edge. And we both hugged in the barn, had a dance party, and then went back to our horses. Because you just can't. You can't take it with you. They feel everything. I mean, they can feel how you feel through your reins, let alone if you're standing next to them.
You're so right. And it kind of makes me think about, I will never forget one year we were down at the old couple's house where we would take care of their farm and their pasture and their horses. And my mom and my stepdad at the time, they're not together now, were arguing. And we had 3 horses right near us. My mom had 1 horse near her. I was brushing a horse. And then my stepdad was behind a horse, Jerry Lee. Jerry Lee wasn't broke. We were in the middle of getting him where he needed to be. But they were arguing. When I say they were arguing, they were bickering hardcore back and forth. Next thing you know, my stepdad is laying flat on his back because Jerry Lee has taken his back legs and he has kicked him. And it was because they could feel the anger. They could feel the stress. And they started to get angry. They started to build up stress. The horse that I was brushing started to tense up. And, sometimes whenever a horse is tense, they're anxious, or if just something is bothering them, you'll see them shake in their fur and their hair. You'll see them shake. And the horse I was brushing started shaking. Like you could see the hairs moving. Jerry Lee popped him and just kicked him down. But guess what? They stopped arguing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, me and my daughter looked at each other like, what are we doing? We don't do this up here. If you want to fight, we're going to do it at the house, but we're not going to do it up at the barn because for one, it's not fair to them and it's not fair to us. That's our relaxation point.
Right.
That's where you go to get away from, something, that's trying to bring you down, and it just makes you feel better. Gina, I have a sassy horse. Her name is Tick, and I call her Tickers. And she's sassy. She's a sassy little thing, and she's half Tennessee Walker. By the way, I didn't know that either when I bought her. I've never ridden a gated horse in my life, but I'm learning quickly how to ride a gated horse. But she's sassy little thing. You have to be careful how you come at her. You can't come at her straight on. You have to go up underneath her chin, and they're wonderful. I mean, like I said, there's nothing like it. You just feel free.
True. I'm looking to see if I can find. Oh, there's my live. Funny, the live where Ronnie is on.
She's doing now with her.
Well, I'm looking. I'm on Nicole's page, and that's a backup. I'm looking to see. Oh, yeah, they're live. I'm going to turn it on. Maybe I won't get booted on this crazy backup account. As long as I'm respectful. I won't say a word because I don't like this girl. All right. I don't hear anything. I guess they're paused. Yeah, everybody's paused and muted. Oh, they're getting ready to start. Okay.
She's
guess
about
we'll
to.
watch. Holy crap, there's 541 people. Oh, there they go. There they go.
Can y'all hear me speak?
Can you guys hear it?
This one.
I can hear her.
Christy, can you hear her?
Yes, ma'am.
How is Christy still in there? Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You guys can hear it? Okay.
Am I on?
I would play it, but I'm scared I'll get booted. I can try
Because I'm not.
to turn my camera around. Hang on.
Here, honey, I'll get out of the box so you can have a big box.
Okay. All right. Thank you for coming up, Kat. I appreciate it. I enjoyed
I
that.
thank you for the time. I really enjoyed it too. You're a great lady.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
I'm just saying I want powers in here if I'm gonna be doing this. I want like
You guys are gonna have to ignore my. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
to be able to control what.
Let me try to recline out. Let me grab a drink really quick. They haven't gotten started yet, so they're just getting started. So let me grab a drink. Move, Ringo. Move. I'm running. I'm running.
25 years. And it's just honestly getting worse at this point. And
No.
for my own mental health and the things that I have in my own life happening, I can no longer continue this. I might need you to feel the silence.
No, you're fine.
All right,
Just don't
let me
read. I
turn my
told you.
camera
I'll
around.
leave the comments on. Don't even read them.
Oh, I'm not reading them. I'm
Okay.
just getting upset just because this is my goddamn life. And also, actually, I wanted to open this because I don't sit there and talk about people.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
I actually give
Ignore
them
my
the
laundry
chance
pile.
to defend themselves. So Kim wants to continuously sit in Discord and run her mouth about me because she's too much of a bitch to go ahead and say anything to me. So I don't remember exactly what was said. I don't know. You know, so you could pull it up.
Kim
Whatever.
basically made it that you were going to speak on her when it
Right,
has nothing
just
to do with
because
her.
I made a video saying that, you know, Lisa and Kim were invited to this, that does not mean that she said something about we're going to sit back and see how Ronnie can speak for Lisa or Kim. I never once said that I was going to speak for either one of them two. I would not be able to speak for either one of them two because I am a normal functioning member of society who is not a rug addict. So
Yeah,
I
of
wouldn't
course.
even dream that I could think that I could speak for either one of them two, but especially Kim. So if Kim wants to continue to keep running her mouth, tell her that there is a box open and waiting for her. If not, just sit down and shut the fuck up because I don't give a fuck what she has to say. So now that we've cleared that up, this is not me speaking for Lisa or Kim. I'm speaking for Ronnie because I am tired of my voice being silenced on this app because of who my sister is. But there's nothing else that I can do. If she does not want help, I can't force her to get help. I've done nothing but try to get her help.
Oh, that's
and
awful. I'm
she's
sorry,
just
Rhonda.
not ready for it.
I actually have her blocked.
And I just honestly, after this live, I'm done. Moving forward, anybody who messages me or comments anything to me, tags me in a video, anything, anybody who brings anything up to me about my sister will be immediately blocked. There is no warning. This is your warning.
You guys keep tapping the live. That way we don't
If you
get taken down.
contact me after this live ends about
you
my
for the
sister,
gifts.
you will immediately be blocked. The
Yeah, you'll be
creators
fine.
that cover my sister, that I have facilitated friendships with, I would like to keep those friendships like outside of the app, but I can no longer come in your live if that live is about my sister and support you publicly. If you're having a live and it's not about my sister, feel free to shoot me a text message and be like, hey, you want to come hang out?
Turn the camera off for a minute.
And I will absolutely join
I'm gonna
anybody's
try to
live,
fix
you
how
know,
I got
that
it.
I'm friends with, whatever. If it has anything to do with my sister, I do not want to be included. I've
I made that video. We do have a list of questions that people left on that video
There we
that
go.
we thought were good ones to pick out and to answer. Once we
It
get
is,
through
it is,
those,
Gina. I had to do it
may
with my
go
dad my
ahead
whole
and
life.
take some from the comments. Some of the girls in here who are modding are watching the comments for any questions that they think are appropriate questions for me to be asked. They are taking notes, and when we get to that portion, they will go ahead and let us know that they have other questions. But are we, after questions or whatever, letting people in boxes, or is that not a thing we're doing? Like, what are we doing here?
Whatever. I just let who you wanted up for now. There's other
Okay.
people sitting and waiting, but like I told them, I said I let who you wanted up for now.
Okay. Do you?
But I took your first
Thank you
question
for
out,
the
by the
tiny
way.
dining.
You did what now?
Your first question took it out.
Why? What
Because
was it?
it's-
I don't even remember it. Oh no! Hold on. I'm gonna address it.
Okay.
Also, just in case you guys don't want to be muted for the entire chat, this is a fair warning. Any question
About the
or
kids.
comment about any one of the children will not be answered, and you will automatically
If you
be
guys
muted
could share
for
out the live,
rest
I
of
would
the live.
appreciate it.
I will
Any
not be speaking
taps,
on my
comments,
child,
shares helps to
my
keep me from
sister's
going
children,
down.
or anybody else's children. So if you have a respectful question that hold on a second, Nick, you see this right here?
Yeah.
Make sure they don't get muted or anything.
Oh, damn it.
Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you to everybody
But
tapping.
anything
Thank you,
that
Lori.
has to
Oh, she muted.
muted, I don't want them anything.
No, they're fine. I'm sending it out right now.
Yeah, just make sure they.
Thank you, Lori.
But yeah, I will not
Thank
be
you guys for sharing.
speaking on any children. Children should be left off
Going.
of
Okay.
incident.
Go ahead. I just wanted to send it out so that didn't
That's
get
fine.
blocked.
Children do not deserve to be dragged into this app, and I understand that my sister has done that, but most of us can agree that me and my sister are very different people, and I will not be throwing her kids any more into this shit show than she already has.
I'm already getting violated.
So hold on a second. I'm gonna check on my daughter very quickly. and then
TikTok
we'll
shop,
get
guys. TikTok
questions
shop in the
started.
comments. I've already gotten a warning.
Sorry, baby. Oh, we got later. Is she okay?
It's just telling me it's not going to push me to FYP, but if you guys will keep tapping, I might win my deal. Thank you. TikTok shop sells hobbies.
Don't worry about it. All right. So, ready when you are.
I get to play interrogator.
You get to play interrogator. I'm so excited.
I see y'all sitting and waiting for boxes. I just let up who Ronnie wanted for the very moment.
Yeah.
So afterwards,
Thank you guys so
Ronnie's
much.
going to be in charge of the boxes.
Yeah, so-
let's just leave that there. Ronnie will be in charge of the boxes.
it's basically my mods. So
And like that want to come up in the boxes.
yeah, it's all my mods
Pandora,
sitting
I
in there.
just saw that you sent gifts.
This
Thank
is
you so
typical.
much
I
to
don't-
everybody
I can't
that has
get in there to
gifted,
see
everybody
I have one
tapping,
person
everybody
who's full
joining my
long hours.
team and
Like,
subscribing.
let them
Well,
all
hold on,
Thank you
hold on.
so
If
much. I'm actually going to be doing a
if this is my
giveaway
live, I'm
for
not
all of my
moving any
subscribers
further
at the end of
unless I
this
have complete
month,
control
so
over this.
stay tuned for
Like,
that.
Who do you hear? Who do you want in?
We're
I
going to
just
start
want-
doing monthly
listen,
subscriber
No,
giveaways.
I want to be able to do it from my phone.
That's who's sitting.
Thank you, Lori.
I understand that.
Thank
If
you,
I
Andy.
cannot do it from my phone, I am not moving forward.
Me
This
too.
is
Love
supposed
me
to
some
be my
TikTok
live,
shop.
yet I don't
I
have
don't know how
access
to do it from
it.
here. You add. That should allow you.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I may have won my
What is
appeal.
view real-time data and live?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Appeal approved. Okay, I won my appeal. Thank you guys
Whenever
so
you're ready,
much.
you can go ahead and start firing questions at me.
Oh, damn, somebody got muted already. I missed that. Gina
I
was
missed
on top
it.
of that.
I missed it.
I just happened to see Gina muted somebody, so
By the
there's
way,
that.
I just want to throw out there,
You
I
guys
have
rock.
a very hard time talking and looking at the screen at the same time. So this is my collective. If I receive any gifts, which are not necessary, but I thank you and I appreciate all of them in case I miss
Yeah, that's
it.
awesome. You guys are amazing.
Well, I'm glad y'all seen it, because damn, I missed that. Gina caught that shit quick
Yeah,
as
I
shit.
didn't catch anything, but
Yeah, cat
go ahead.
break.
I'm ready.
Thank
So
you,
you're
Gibatalk.
okay with addressing the first,
The one I don't give me the goddamn paper.
the vote.
This not scratched out one.
The first one that I did scratch out.
Oh, as I said. Oh yeah,
Thank
I'm
you,
not
Jody.
addressing the kids. So yeah,
I
we're
just
not
wanted to
doing
make
that.
sure,
Who's
Yeah,
Nicole's cat?
because you said you will, but then
Yeah,
that's why I'm making sure. Okay.
Something happened in between that.
Hi, Tracy.
That's why I was making
Yeah.
sure.
No, we're not
Alright.
addressing the kids.
Do you want me to go random or down the list?
Random. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
Hit me
I'm not
where
a fan
you
of
want.
her.
I feel like this.
I'm
this
not
is
gonna
gonna
say
be
anything
like
bad
a
about her,
police
but I'm not a
interrogation,
fan of
so let's
her.
do it.
So then why doesn't
Not
the clinic do
anything
anything
at all
about her
going.
dirty pee test?
She is a state-funded patient, and she goes to a state-funded clinic. They do not care if you come up dirty with your urines, because every day that she doses, they get paid for it. So the only thing that happens, like the only, I guess, consequence that happens is she doesn't get take-homes.
Guys, hold on. I got to reset because I got a
come on.
violation. We'll be right back.
That is crazy. Aw, thank you. I love you guys. I'm not a fan of Nicole's either. I will wait on it to come back up. Let me turn the filter on for now.
Make sure you subscribe to her. Mickey Mouse, put
This up.
She'll be back. Alright, now I gotta flip this around. Oh, crap. We went up a lot. Okay, we'll give it a couple of minutes, time for her to get back. So I did hear, so they literally had just started, and someone asked why LR can consistently fail rug test and still continue to be in the clinic. And Ronnie says she is on state-funded insurance, and it is a state clinic, like it's not a fancy clinic, and that is, they don't care. They don't care. Because as long as she's a patient there, she's getting paid by the state. Or they're getting paid by the state. Why did they mute Cinnamon? Yeah, I figured a lot of people aren't going to want to go in there. A lot of people are not a fan of Nicole. When Nicole first came on this app, people liked her. She was claimed to be a hero. Hoorah, just because she called Lisa out publicly for things that she had already been called out for. I mean, I'm just saying. But then she kept it going and kept it going and kept it going and kept it going and kept it going. And it got a little weird. So I don't like her. I don't care for her. I'm not going to talk bad about her again. Like I said, I'm not here to bash anyone, but I don't like her. I do like Ronnie. Ronnie and I used to actually have beef. Oh, Mallory. I don't believe she really nodded off. So you said, what is your thoughts on KR's live nodding off? I don't believe she really nodded off, and here's why. I only saw a clip, but the clip that I saw, you could hear snoring and you could see the top of her head. And then all of a sudden, you legitimately hear her phone scoot across the table. And then bam, it's perfect vision of her face, her whole face, everything. So that you could see her sleeping. So I believe it was all an act. Yeah, Edie's going to be in there, guys. I already know. So yeah, I hear she's back. Let's go. Facts.
Yeah,
All right, let me turn it back on.
Instantly. Who's this?
Who?
I didn't add Lori.
There you go.
Who's who?
Yeah.
Somebody's spinning
TikTok
up
shop, tap,
There's
shares,
Fight for Life
comments,
and then
guys.
Lori. I did not hit that one. I hit Fight for Life.
Yeah, someone there ended the live. I think it was an act. This is Nicole Lynn's
Hello.
live. Ronnie,
I'm gonna
Lisa's
drop you
sister,
down until after Ronnie's done talking because she only wants
is
certain people up here. Oh, good.
doing a Q&A. Thank you for the TikTok.
Okay, hold on. I see you. There's Christy.
I'm actually going to be saving up any gifts that I get on TikTok for the next however long.
Why?
And
Hold
using
on.
them to get me one of those
Give me 1
electric
second.
mixers, not the hand mixers, but electric ones for my company.
You
So
should.
I really appreciate you guys. I never expect
you're
gifts.
all
Gifts aren't
open.
required here, but just
Oh,
know
no,
that
there it is. I
they're
don't
always
know why, 'cause I
appreciated.
just
You
fixed
being here is
you.
appreciated.
Go
Your
ahead.
taps,
You have it now.
everything.
That was weird.
I love all of
I
you.
just fixed you earlier when we were talking.
Thank you for the rose. No, I do a skincare company. I make body butters, whip soaps, bar soaps, sugar scrubs. Yeah, because it's so
I'll wait
hard
for
with
Mom.
that
If
hand
you want,
mixer.
we're back
So
up.
hard.
Number one.
Okay.
I just realized that.
It was just brought to my attention that apparently in Discord there's a big question of why this is not taking place on my account, and it's simple.
Same. I like Ronnie. Don't care for any of the others.
I have not really went live
Aw,
for my
thank you,
account,
Jess.
so
I love
mine's
you
not
too,
set
Tiki
up to
baby.
where I
Thank
can
you,
have
Laura.
mods and all of that, and all of you.
Thank you, Give a Talk.
Lovely.
No one's talking in the background. We're streaming live.
Of Discord and Reddit would make this impossible if I didn't have mods. So that's why it's on this page and not mine. But regardless of whose page it's on, I'm still speaking. You can still hear me. So I guess just sit down and listen. If you don't want to listen, keep on scrolling.
That part.
Thank you so much.
Part.
I love you guys.
Sorry I had to.
That's okay. And when Nicole's done getting her snack, we can go through more questions. I get.
Thank God.
Leave me alone. This is stressful.
They're friends
Fucking
now.
stressful.
Dawn.
I
Ronnie's
should've
actually
drank a
at
fucking
Nicole's
adult
house.
beverage for this
Me
shit.
too. Where's it at?
In the refrigerator.
What is it?
Behind you.
Again, I have
There's
nothing
teas in
against
there, there's
Ronnie.
wine
I do not
behind
like
you.
Nicole. Thank you, Jody.
Oh fuck, they're gonna run with that one now.
I don't care. Run with it.
No,
bitch.
I'm
That's
run
it.
with my colic.
Run with it, bitch.
There's
Yeah,
twisted teas all on
Cincy.
that shelf.
What show? Right
there. They're the light ones,
Classic.
but I can't do all the sugar. It clocks me up.
I don't care. I'm drinking a fuck out of it.
It is Nicole's live. Ronnie is at her
Somebody said
house,
I got
supposedly
wine and
doing a
Cheez-Its.
Q&A.
Run
Hey,
that
Jersey
CPS,
friend.
bitch.
Drinking twisted teas too.
That's what I'm talking about. Twinning.
Okay. Well, she talked about the why the clinic. Which
Supposedly
again,
a Q&A.
Oh, yeah. Did I get through that before?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you said,
So
it's
let me
state-
really
it's
quick.
State insurance, so they get paid every
Oh,
single
hold on.
damn day.
I didn't
Oh
get
my
through it,
gosh,
actually.
Pandora. Thank you
the
so
only
much.
consequence is that she doesn't get take homes except for the days that they're not open, which
Crafty.
is Saturday and Sunday. A person
Thank you so
that has
much.
been there
I've
as
never
long as
seen that
she
one
is,
before, and that
she
was
should
amazing.
Be able to go there once
That
a
was so
month
cool.
and get her allotment.
You
for
guys
that
don't have
month
to do that, I
and then
promise.
Be like, okay, peace out. See you in 30 days.
That was
But
amazing.
obviously, that's not a thing for her.
Thank you so much,
because,
Jersey.
well, she doesn't know how to.
You guys freaking rock.
Not do rugs.
Thank
So,
you,
okay, moving
Pandora.
on.
You guys do
Next
not
one.
have to
I'm
do
gonna go
that.
straight into this one.
I am streaming
Lisa
this
been on the
because I
dome for
know
20
that a
years.
lot of you do not want to go in that
If
live.
she was only
Crafty,
using
what are you doing?
The Ron for a few months.
Lori,
20
Lynn,
years-
oh my
years ago.
goodness.
Simple. The government pays for her
Of
to
course,
get high every
Kat.
day. Her
Of
dose
course.
is
I'm gonna
so
be watching
high
it
that
anyway,
she
so.
does get high when she first takes it.
Thank you, Lori.
You tell a rug addict you can't do this anymore because you're pregnant, and
Right,
then
Give
you
a
give her
Talk.
something that is going to still
A lot
have
of
the
people
same
don't,
effect as long
Jersey.
as the dose
A lot
is
of
high
people
enough,
don't.
and now it's free. Boom. Why were we ever
Thank you,
stopping that?
Jess. Thank you, KK. You guys are amazing.
Ronnie's speaking. What do you mean? I'm just okay. Like Ronnie's speaking, sitting literally next to me in my kitchen.
Take the thing off.
Hold on.
No thanks are necessary.
It'll show you even if I flip the camera. Boom. Right
Thank
next
you,
to each other.
Lynn.
I'm just in the
Just so
box
y'all-
so people know
right.
that it's me speaking.
Because people that follow her that don't follow me will see her in a live.
Right. So now that we cleared
Thank
that
you
up,
guys so
Okay.
much. Thank you for the TikTok.
Sorry. Yeah, I had to address that.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Hold on,
Thank
flip
you,
my camera back
Lynn.
because
That's fine.
I don't want to deal with y'all tonight. No,
You
I'm
want
just
to
joking.
see my twisted tea?
I'm over here eating pretzels being a fat ass and people make fun of me for eating on live, so
Oh, okay. I
The
eat all
heck?
day.
I have a legit phobia of eating sounds, so I can't.
Yes, Jill. I'm gonna go through it after the live.
Thank
but
you,
it
Fest,
is here.
for the Fest
Oh, yeah,
burst.
that's the one that
I'm gonna, yeah. I told her I'd let her know, and then I
Me
got here,
either,
my life was
Jersey.
falling apart, and then we had to do this, so I'm gonna look at it after the fact.
Did
Take a
Lisa go
tap
to the clinic
break.
on Friday?
Yes. Unfortunately, she did.
How did Lisa go to the clinic on Friday?
My father got in his car and drove her, like he does every single day.
Right, Tracy?
The woman does not need a ride to the clinic because guess what? Let's play devil's advocate. My dad's sick. Let's just say he's got raging diarrhea and can't get out of the bathroom, okay? She can walk. It's like 15, 20 minutes from the house. The girl
I
does
didn't,
not
Jersey.
need an Uber or a Lyft anywhere.
Right, Classy?
Let's put it this way. She could walk back and forth to the store.
It's the
I'm not
same.
shitting you. Probably about 5 times a day, she could walk to the.
It's the same distance, just in the opposite direction.
There's no reason.
Okay,
That's
Jersey.
a dumbass question. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead. I was reading the chat. I seen a dumbass question, so I'm calling it.
I've seen a lot of people being muted, so obviously people didn't get that memo. So I guess y'all about the FAFO.
I don't care.
And I love it. I love this for y'all. This is exactly
And first
why.
off, I just
Hey,
wanna
Green
say
Eyed
this,
Girl, I
'cause
love
I've
your
been in a
face.
few
Are you
lives where
okay?
People have been muted, and then they like messaged me and was like,
I just saw your
can you
text
get me
come through, but I
unmuted?
haven't got to
Anybody
read
who gets
it.
yourself muted in this live, don't come to me. Because I'm not.
Or if you get yourself blocked, I promise there's a reason.
Facts. So, like, just leave me out of it.
I don't know if you want to address that comment that just came across.
I'm kind of glad they're admitting you,
yeah.
Green Eyed Girl,
They'll
because
shoot at my parents'
they
house
need to
so she
monitor
can
you.
eat.
I love you, and I'm praying for you.
I'm just going to say what I've been saying for, September, October, November, almost 4 months now. If her mouth is moving, she's lying.
If she's breathing, she's lying.
I've tried to tell y'all that, but nobody wants to listen to me.
She better be
Next question.
rushing.
I'm not answering any more questions from the chat until, so if you see a good one from the chat,
I am
write it
going to
down.
say your parents, because we already know your mother. But
Right.
why won't, we're going to say your dad let her hit rock bottom?
Because if you want my opinion, Lisa doesn't
Yeah,
have
guys,
rock
pray for
bottom.
Green Eyed Girl.
That part.
Because, honest to God, it boils down to
They're
the
friends.
fact that
They're
he's
friends
not
now.
going to let his daughter be homeless when there's legitimate snow on the ground. And to be quite honest with you, like, I see it from both sides because I now have a child. So, like, it's a hard decision to make. And let's just all agree that if you don't understand the fact that that would be a hard decision to
She
make,
is
you're
boss
lucky.
mom. Big time. This just feels like a FaceTime more
Do
than
you
what
want
it was
to
supposed
address
to be.
them saying...
But not because of Ronnie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So apparently it's been running rampant and has been that. How do I say that in a TikTok appropriate way?
TikToks.
Thank you for the pup.
Okay. Apparently my sister and Kim like to run the streets of Discord, and they want to accuse me of taking adult Tic Tacs. I'm hoping everybody is catching my drift with the adult Tic Tacs. And that is not true. I've also been very upfront and honest on this app.
Boss
many
mom, that
times
is
about this
amazing.
already.
That is so
I
amazing.
used to many years ago
I love
have an
that for
issue.
you and your
I no
child.
longer have an issue. The only things that I take that come from my doctor, those not being one of them. And I just want to formally invite my sister and Kimberly Rhea to go ahead and
I understand
take a
why
drug
Gina's
test with
there.
me online.
I don't
Let's
think
see
it's
which
the
one
best
passes
idea
it.
for Gina, but Gina's grown. I do understand why she wants to be there, though. Her and Ronnie
What
do
do
have
you
a
think it'll
connection
take
for a
for
lot of
Lisa to stop?
reasons.
A casket or a jail cell?
What's wrong?
At this point, I do not think that rehab will work for my sister. I think that option is way past being a viable option. So unfortunately, I think my next steps of seeing my sister is either going to be in a
TikTok
casket
shop, guys.
or a jail cell.
Good evening.
What was
I
y'all's
agree,
relationship
Dawn.
as children?
Now, does that mean like what was mine and Lisa's relationship as kids?
I mean, you can go all around that whole subject.
Okay, me and Lisa have never been particularly close, I guess you could say. I mean, it was always like, that's my sister.
Yeah, Ronnie
so,
and
like,
Nicole are friends now.
I can bully my sister, but
I'm
like
glad
you're
that you
not
guys
allowed
are
to bully
here.
my sister type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I just, honest to God, my childhood was pretty like out there. So, trauma wise,
So tonight is about her
have a
sister,
lot of like childhood memories.
Nana
good
Beth,
or bad.
and then after tonight, she
But
doesn't
I
want
do
anything to
know
do with it
that,
anymore, and I completely understand.
At 16, when my sister found out that she was pregnant
Right,
with
Watermelon?
my oldest niece, I was the first one that she told. So I guess we were
I don't
close enough
know.
for
Stay
that.
classy.
But other than that, like we've never been like we're sisters and we're best friends.
Lisa
type
is
of
the
thing, I
baby,
guess.
Kim
from
said
my
she's not
understanding.
coming because Gina's on.
I'll drop Gina right now if Kim comes on. Sorry, Gina. I love the shit out of you, girl. But you gone.
I'm gonna be honest. I do feel like there would have been a better
she comes
platform
first.
than
Don't leave
Nicole's
yet.
to
Don't
do
leave
this
yet.
on.
If she shows up, I will drop Gina.
Oh, Lisa's the oldest. Okay, so yeah. Listen, I don't.
That's if she could stay
I don't
awake
dig that
long enough
deep.
and not out on this live too. Come on, Kimmy. Where you at?
Yeah, I think that there could have been a better platform for this to be done on, for
Should
sure.
I give you a second? Are you in a nod?
Yeah, everybody's saying she's the oldest. I could very well have gotten that wrong, and that's
I have
fine.
no problem dropping.
I get the reasoning behind that, but somebody said she's not coming in. Right. We already know
Right.
that.
Okay, so let's just move on with our life. And if she comes in, then we'll deal with it.
If any of y'all see her come in, say something.
Yeah. If
Well,
anybody
I
sees her
understand
come
why
in, say
Ronnie did
something,
not do
but
it
I
on her
don't
own page,
plan on hearing
Cynthia. I
from
do
any of you on
understand that.
subject. So,
But I do feel like there should have been a different platform
I know my
used.
mods
But
pay
this is
attention as
Ronnie's
people come in.
Q&A, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, hold on. I just want to say this: respect, all the respect for Gina. Me and Gina are friends. We frequently speak off of this app.
Okay,
She actually
JC, I
just
understand.
had
Have a good
20-minute
night.
FaceTime call with my daughter last night. That was strictly no hate towards Gina at all, and she knows that.
There's personal reasons also behind that whole situation.
But definite no hate to Gina. Gina knows I love the shit out of her.
Yeah,
Me
I
and Ronnie
agree.
get along great. We have a great relationship because our sisters are both. We can relate on many levels.
I think they just took that as
Somebody
when
said-
I was so serious. Like, I'll drop Gina right
I
now.
thought Kim had so much to say. I love that.
Kim always has so much to say, but not to me.
Right, Nana Beth?
She don't never run those gums to me.
I am your warrior sister, but this one's not about me. I adore you too, surviving. I appreciate it. As for anybody that doesn't know, Kim is my sister. I will drop if
I
she
kind of
wants to
feel like,
come
how
in.
does anybody not know that?
Honestly, Gina, you're not dropping unless your sister comes in here. Other than
Yeah.
that,
She can
you're
kiss.
staying here.
I keep saying kiss my left ass cheek. I gotta move to the right because the left one's been kissed so much at this
It
point.
is,
So
it
I'm
is.
gonna
It's
the
giving
right
me a
one.
headache,
You know
to be
what? We'll
honest.
give her the right one for the first time.
Right. Because it's always my
Privilege.
left for some reason, and I'm right-handed.
Look.
And I say kiss my left ass
Look,
cheek.
look, acting like we're not nice to her. We're giving her a fresh one, okay?
I think that she just wanted to make sure because they didn't want it to be like twisted. You know?
Yeah, I just didn't want it to make it seem like I'm bullying Gina because I love that girl to death.
This
so,
is
no, let's
Kim's
move on.
Because we
sister,
already
Fight
know
for
some
Life.
people would have taken that.
Yeah, they would have taken that.
They would
brand.
have ran to China with that shit.
Honestly, I'd be blocked by, okay, hold on.
Right,
That
it's really...
person I just told you to make sure didn't get blocked just got blocked.
Who got blocked? I need to send it.
I gotta back out of here.
Hold on. Who is it? So I can have them unblock them.
I can't with that.
Uh-oh. You mean Gina? Oh, Gina and Victoria? I don't know. I don't really talk to Gina like that anymore. I don't have anything against Gina. Gina does her own thing. She's got a lot going on. And we don't really kick it in the same lives like we used to. But I do pray for her all the time. I don't know. Like, this is not
While they're paused,
going how it's supposed
Ronnie's
to.
amazing. I've gotten to know her. We've talked.
Yeah, Fight
She
for Life is
doesn't
Kim's
deserve
sister.
the amount of stuff that is going
Right?
on
With there
this app
almost 1,000 people in there.
and the things that are being said.
It's thawing out. It's frozen.
Bet.
Yeah, because somebody
Hold on.
that
Now I gotta try to come back.
she dropped because somebody was
This is it. I knew this was gonna end up being
blocked.
a
You
shit.
could just hit home and it will just. Oh
if
no,
she didn't
'cause
want
it's
blocked.
a TikTok message. My bad.
No,
I
Ronnie's
forgot
not
it
trying
was a
to make
TikTok
money,
message.
y'all.
You can't see it unless you
I
hit it.
can't let myself in. It won't let me.
Well, unless you hit it at the top of the screen.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, she's at Nicole's
Y'all
house.
got it worked out over there at Thelma and
Yeah,
Louise?
We're struggling.
Sorry.
We are struggling. I'm fighting for my life right now, Gina. I'm taking your goddamn screen.
She had to go in her TikTok messages because somebody got blocked. That's all.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I know we're sitting right next to each other. My
I'm deaf now.
bad.
Me too. I'm sorry.
What has been the biggest impact during this positive or negative, and negative?
Honestly, there's been a lot of impact in a
I
negative
don't
way.
think so.
I mean, I've been dealing with this for 20 years.
Ronnie said she's drinking a twisted tea, but
We can just, I mean,
Hi,
almost every
Dina.
negative impact that you can think of, to be honest with you, because not only did we have to deal with her, but then we also had the kid's dad, which I will not also speak on further than that because he's not here to defend himself.
yeah, they're
But
right
that was
next
just,
to each
like,
other at
double
Nicole's
the dose
house.
of the situation there for a very long time. But I think I'm going to keep this strictly to like TikTok. So like the biggest impact that it's had on me would
I don't know.
be
That's
all
Nicole.
of,
Hi, Christy.
the psychotic fan club, you know, getting my benefits paused because you guys are psychotic.
You know what? I'm not talking about that because I've heard.
I'm not talking
It's
about now.
Christy
No,
with the
don't
pink
bring
hair
my
and then
ass.
Krista.
Because
we're not.
people say that ain't the case. Pennsylvania is completely different than other states. Pennsylvania will 100% pause your benefits if they get enough calls of fraud while they investigate. So y'all can stop with that bullshit and maybe look up that every state is different when it comes to
Nicole.
welfare.
Shut up.
That part.
Shut up.
Okay, but that would be like the biggest thing
You
because
too, sweet home.
that directly affects me, you know, taking care of my child. So,
maybe y'all should look
Thank
up
you,
different
MAGA.
state rules before you
first
start
off,
speaking.
again,
Nicole,
before
shut
you
up.
comment the same dumb shit, because I'm not in the mood for it. I said that if Kim wanted to come in here, I will drop Gina. So tell Kim to stop using the same old tired excuse and
Of
just
course, of
come out
course.
and say,
A good question.
Thank you,
hold
MAGA.
on, and just come out and say
I
that she's
can't
a
either,
little bitch.
Josie.
She's not going to show up. I'm not dropping Gina.
Oh, bless it, Marie.
And because all she wants me to do is drop Gina, and then she's still not going to
Oh.
show up as a ha, I got my sister out
Right.
of there. I'm not dropping Gina until she shows up. Other than that, anybody who else wants to comment about Kim wanting a box, but she can't about Gina will be immediately blocked from the live. You're not getting muted. You're out of here.
Somebody asked, and that's a good question. Does she have a bus pass?
No, because she doesn't need one.
And
Because
another
my dad
thing-
drives her everywhere.
Another thing, we definitely are I see people saying, well, she could get free bus passes because she's on Medicaid or whatever. Again, every
Right, I
state
agree. That's all
is
she cares about.
different. I hate that. Just because your state does one thing doesn't mean another state does the same thing yours does. Like, especially, again, people, Commonwealth.
Shut
Commonwealth.
your mouth.
Commonwealth. Look that up before you
She
speak
doesn't
on
have
that
an
stuff, 'cause
inside
that
voice.
absolutely
Hold
makes me
on.
crazy.
Boom. Whoever beauty junkie is, I love you. If Kim isn't scared of charges from CA, then she ain't as scared of no restraining order. Honest to God. So tell her to shut up and get in here. Tell her to get in here and like get in a box and talk, or just sit down and shut up and not off again.
Are we going to do any,
what is
like,
that?
what is
So
happening?
Write it down, because I'm not doing questions from
Yeah,
her
because
yet.
that I'm actually
Write it down.
a protection order.
Go ahead. Next question.
Wait,
I'm
Right
not
on the
speaking on the
fence?
restraining order because
She
it's
is so
not mine,
easily
Gina.
butthurt.
that's what's a because everybody calls it something different. Each state's different.
Okay,
I just want to grab her
done.
mouth and force it shut.
Got it?
No.
It's not. It's not at all. It's
Hold on,
actually
let me figure out how to-
counterproductive.
Yeah, bye.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I had to figure out
Okay.
how to do it. Hey guys.
You and
Listen,
Ann
it's
did
just
it at
like
the
Lori
exact
Jones.
same
Stay
time.
classy. Nicole and Lori Jones are two peas in a pod.
Because I don't know how to do through this stuff.
Like literally, it popped up at the exact same time. I'm cracking up though. I'm sorry with the people.
I
Like,
see
wait,
you
Kim is
requesting a
awake now?
Who
box,
knows?
Kristen Brooks, but I'm not
Probably
opening
not.
boxes right now because it
So
messes
somebody
up my
asked-
screen.
No, if it's a question,
But I love
the only
you.
other thing you have is the advice. What I would hold that till the end, because some of you asked, what advice would you give?
right, but they
someone
didn't
else?
ask. I didn't get to finish that. I said
Oh,
what
the
the
part-
worst part is, but I didn't get to say what the best part of this is.
There's only one thing, but I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
The best part of this whole situation is I've got about. Well, number one, this situation gave me my sister Jessie back because we had not been speaking for a few years before all of this blew up and, Lisa killed off my dad and stuff. And then we came on this app trying to let people know that she was a liar. So I got my relationship back. And best friend that. So I am so appreciative of Jessie and everything that she's done for me. And this situation sucks, but that is the best thing that a handful of other amazing women out of this who I now call some of my very, very best friends. And I would not have them if I hadn't gone through this situation. So those are about the only good things that have come out of this. Okay, no. What else? I'm not sure. Like, I know.
It's been so damn long. How do you even
You're
remember?
welcome.
Well, honestly, it was never very clear, at least to me. You know what I mean? Because in her teen years, she did the normal, like,
Teenage shit.
marijuana, house party type situations. But I do know that, like, the three youngest dad, the one that's not around anymore, like, he was already on age before he met my sister. And I know I've been told, I don't have any proof, but I've been told that of people that hung out with her before she met him, that she had tried it once or twice, but it wasn't like a thing that she did. And then all I remember is she was 4 months pregnant with my second niece when we found out that she was using. So, but I never really got a clear-cut answer on why.
Well, I seen somebody say something which I was going to piggyback off that anyhow.
What is it?
So,
Yeah.
and I've said this time and time again, and everybody wants to argue with me because they weren't together.
Okay.
Did Lisa not get worse after he passed?
Yes, and I don't care if they were together or not. That is the father of 3 of her children. Well, 4, biologically 3 of them, but all 4 of them. That man has never
and how
treated.
long were they together?
Hold on.
I'm
That
not
man
sure,
never
Rhonda.
treated the oldest any different than his other kids. So they had 4 kids. They were together. I don't remember exactly how long, but I want to say it was somewhere 17-ish years.
Say it louder for the bitches in the back.
So, even though they were not together when he passed and he was in another relationship,
Right.
that does not mean that she did not still love him and care about him, and it did not hit her like a ton of bricks. So, a lot of you know that I usually never defend my sister because she never tells the truth, so there's nothing to defend, but I will defend her on that. Grief has no timetable. It does not matter. So yes, she was upset about it. She's still upset about it, and she has every right to be upset about it. That is the father of her children.
So piggyback off that again.
Go ahead.
And you've probably heard me say this even before we started speaking. Do you not feel that if
Hey,
she
Hazel.
deals with her mental, that the rug issue would be a lot easier to take care of?
Right,
Well, yeah,
unfiltered.
because let's just put it like this. Not everybody has the same opinion on addiction, and that's fine because that's what is so great. Everybody can have their own opinion respectfully. In my opinion, every rug addict has something mentally that they need to address, because what is
Listen,
the point
I don't
of doing
know.
rugs?
It's weird to
You
me.
are numbing something. You're numbing an emotion. You're numbing trauma. You're numbing something that has happened to you. So if you go ahead and you deal with whatever that is, you don't need the rug anymore because you're not numbing anything. So anybody who has an addiction of any
Tech.
sort could be helped with.
It's gonna be
mental
blurry
health.
because I'm
Thank you.
putting it on my
Because somebody
tablet.
had asked, which I'm getting screenshots,
Okay.
if she has any past trauma, which made me, that's why I brought up him passing, and that's why I brought up the mental.
Okay, hold on. First off, I will sort of answer that question. In my opinion, yes.
Facts. Welcome
But
to the
I don't
Nicole
care
Show,
what my
y'all.
sister has done on this app.
Yeah, I've been
am
talking
not
to her
about to sit
easy.
here and tell you what
She was
her
in the
trauma
chat.
is.
I'm praying
That's
for her
not
for
for
sure.
me.
Well, I think what they were asking, like, is there past? Like,
She does have trauma in her past, yes, but I will not elaborate on what it is because it's not
basically,
mine.
I think what they're trying to say, do you think her past trauma
Facts,
caused her to
y'all,
go
facts.
this deep into addiction?
Whatever will bring her
It could.
attention, gifts, and money. I mean, let's
It
be so
could.
for real.
Again, mental. A lot of
It could.
It starts with the mental
It
capacity.
could. I could probably make a lot of things make sense with one statement, but I won't because it's not.
I knew
They're
that was
talking
coming.
about Nicole, y'all.
Okay,
Nicole claims she was going to stay away from the LR situation.
Sorry, I had to show you that. I seen it pop up.
Can somebody fill the silence for a second? Because I need to calm my rage or else this live is over.
No, don't do that.
I need somebody to talk for a second.
Go ahead.
Right?
The other voice is Nicole.
See, I like that. Somebody said once you're so deep in, you just don't care.
Honest to God, yeah.
She's the only
And I've
person
said
who
that
loves
as
to hear
well.
her talk.
Like,
There's so much shame that you have to deal with. There's so, like,
I agree,
right now,
Ani.
if you
half her life.
think about this, not only has it been half of her life, but just honest to God, and I know a lot of you are going to flip out when I say this, but just bear with me, okay? For the next
Thank you for the
35
rose.
seconds, everybody sit here and put yourself in Lisa's shoes and just everything that you know that she's just done on this app. Do you know how much shame and embarrassment that she's going to have to deal with when she comes out of that? Just from what she's done on here, not counting the 15 plus years before this app.
I'm just going to be honest. I don't think this friendship is very
It's going to take
very
a
good.
lot for her to get sober.
Somebody
Both.
did ask her how many times has she been to have?
Once.
Mostly Nicole,
That
sometimes
I can think
Ronnie.
of once.
And
And she didn't even complete
After
it.
tonight, Lilac, she
I'm
says that
talking
she's
that
going
too.
to be.
Everybody's all up in arms about she needs long-term treatment. State
Yeah,
medical
it's a very
insurance in
toxic
Pennsylvania will
friendship.
not pay for long-term treatment.
To me, just as
It
toxic as Kim
pays
and
for
LR.
28
This
days.
isn't a good
She
idea.
can go to rehab for 28
Yeah,
days
she was
for
just
free.
admitted a
That's
few
that.
minutes
And
ago.
that's that.
She texted me. She's in here right now. I just saw her come in.
I've tried to say this
Everybody, again,
multiple
please play
times
for
before
Green
you
Eyes.
speak on
She's
things.
going through a
Look up
lot.
the different laws and stipulations in different states. Just because your state does one thing,
You would think that
doesn't mean our
Nicole was
state.
like,
Just like I've seen people say, like,
I don't
force
even
her.
know, like somebody
You
in a political
can't do that
position.
without money and attorneys.
Who picked a man over her kid and everything? What?
I'm so over Nicole's voice. I'm
I
getting
don't
a
know.
headache.
Hold
I don't know how
on.
much more I can
The
listen
comment
to
was
this. I'm
about-
just being
One of y'all
honest.
got it. I just wanted to know who she was talking about.
Well, I think because they said kid, they were like, nope, you're gone.
Nicole is more than kinda annoying.
My moms don't play.
She could probably go out of state, but who's going to pay for it?
Thank you for the
Right, it
tiny
still goes
dining.
off her insurance.
Guys, she has to want
Yeah,
to
Tech,
go.
I agree.
That too.
She has to want to go. She's
That
not
part,
going to
Gina.
go.
Oh, I don't blame you,
Unless she
Betsy.
wants
I'm
to
probably
go.
not going to be streaming this too much
she
longer,
needs to
guys.
want
If it
the
just
help.
continues to be Nicole,
It's
Nicole,
not like I
Nicole,
just said,
I didn't
Medicaid
watch this for the
doesn't-
Nicole
just because
show.
she goes into another state, that doesn't change her insurance. She's still going
Thank you,
off
Blessing.
of PA Medicaid, and it will only cover what PA Medicaid covers.
Yeah.
She's got a freaking California, New Mexico.
I'm
It
gonna give
still
it
ain't
like
gonna change
5
what
more
her
minutes
medical
max,
insurance
you
covers.
guys. And if it continues to be the Nicole
And
show,
still,
I'm gonna
she
stop
still
streaming
has
it.
to
I'm
go.
sorry. I know a lot of you want to watch it, but
She has
I
to
can't
want
handle
to.
Nicole's
And
voice.
look,
I just
if they're
can't.
so worried about that, so how about all you people who enable Lisa and still send her money, then send her money to go to the Hab somewhere else for a longer
It
period of time.
absolutely is. It
Let's do
absolutely
that.
is.
Or listen, I'm not joking. The people who keep enabling her to help her unalive herself, when the time comes and we finally
Right, same.
get
I'm
that
giving it just a couple
call,
more minutes, and if it continues to be
Cash
Nicole
App
show,
link
I'm
in
turning it off.
bio, y'all can pay to bury her.
And then tomorrow
Just
I
so
can
you
watch
know.
the
Okay, and I'm
replay
gonna
and
address
skip
this.
past
I'm not gonna
Nicole.
have Ronnie address this, okay?
No, Ronnie.
I see y'all keep saying she's had offers for free rehab. She don't want it. Like, I don't know why can't. If she wanted it, she would have gone. If she wanted it, the minute her life literally
I
burned in a
can't. I'm
dumpster
sorry,
fire,
you
she
guys.
would have
Hang
gone.
on.
If she wanted it.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry for those of you. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that so much. You guys don't have to do that at all, but I really do appreciate it. I can't keep streaming it. I can't keep listening to Nicole's voice. It is literally like nails on a chalkboard. This is not what they said it was going to be. This is the fucking Nicole show. Like I said, I feel like Ronnie, if she wanted to do this, she should have done it on a different platform. I get not wanting to do it on her own platform. I get it to an extent, but it should be done on a different platform. People don't like Nicole. Nicole is very self-centered. Nicole is very narcissistic, and Nicole is very fucking loud and disrespectful and cocky. This whole live is taking a complete different turn. I can't do it. I can't do it. Of course they blocked you. So anybody that was here just for that purpose, sorry. I'm sure somebody else is streaming it. I can't do it. I can't. I cannot do it. I wanted to hear and see if Ronnie really did answer questions, but nothing has been answered that everybody didn't already know at this point. They have been live for an hour now. It's under Nicolin. Yeah, no thanks necessary because I cannot. All of that screaming and, well, see, that's the thing. It wasn't even supposed to be Nicole drama. This was supposed to be Ronnie going live to answer questions one final time, and then after today, no longer have anything to do with the LR situation. But this has turned into the freaking Nicole show. I didn't want to hear any bashing LR. Like, the questions that people want answered, they're not going to answer. You know what I mean? They're only going to answer what they want to answer. I'm sorry. They're not even answering anything at this point. I just can't. I'm done with it. Yeah, it's going to be a shit show. Yeah, everybody please pray for Green Eyes. She's going through so much. Exactly. Now I have a headache. Good night, Missy. Yeah, I don't know. But I legitimately have a whole headache now. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, it was crazy, Betsy. Nicole loves attention. She is the definition of an attention whore. And I said what I said, and I stand on it. You too, Don. Exactly, TT. She never shuts the hell up. I'm going to be honest. She is the type of girl that in high school, I would have popped her in the mouth. And I hate to say that. I know it sounds so immature, but I would have popped her in the mouth. I'm not going to put her out there. I don't even know her I just know her name is Nicole Lynn. That's all I know. Yeah, she's definitely a pick-me bitch. And I know my lives get recorded. I don't care. I've told Nicole time and time again how I feel about her. And if I want to say something about someone, I would say it straight to their face with my whole chest. So any trolls in here want to go run back and say I called her an attention whore and anything else I've said, please do. Please do. And if she has a problem with it, please let her know she can come to me. I don't care. I don't like her, and I can't sit and listen to her anymore. Absolutely, Andy. It's disgusting. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel very uncomfortable with what's happening in that live. The amount of gifts that are being thrown, but nothing is happening that was supposed to happen. It just makes me very uncomfortable. So sorry if anyone was disappointed that I stopped streaming it. Yeah, real big gifts. Ronnie does need to get away from her. Their friendship is turning into a Kim LR friendship, just without the addiction. Yeah. But I did get a headache, so I'm going to hop off of here for now. No, you're not. I don't know of a bad TT, but no, you're not bad. I don't know anyone that's bad named TT. I'm going to hop off for now. I may pop back in later. I have a headache. I'm going to take something. I'm going to get a snack and scroll the TikTok streets. I love your faces. Thank you guys for the support tonight, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.